Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for a nice full body gentle yoga class. We're going to start on our mat. We'll have a ball and a strap nearby. And finding this comfortable seated position, we'll just take a moment here to root down into our sitting bones, maybe moving the booty away from those sitting bones that can plant down a little firmer into the floor. And once you're feeling grounded through the base, we'll draw the belly in slightly, just getting a 10% activation here. And we'll broaden the shoulders down the back. Take a slight tuck in the chin, feel a nice stretch along the back of the neck. Breathing into the back of the neck. And inhale, lift the head up to the top. Place your hands on your shoulders if that's accessible. Otherwise, keep the hands out by the side, reaching towards the shoulders. And we're gonna roll our elbows forward, out, and down. Feeling very much into the movement of the shoulders. Also waking up our arm muscles, getting a little bit of range of motion here. Broadening through the chest. Feeling the stretch open up through the back of the body. Moving nice and slow. You might even feel some popping or some movements, that kind of a crunchy feeling through those muscles. We're starting to bring some movement and some heat into those areas. So just continuing to breathe steady and slow down into that area. One more time. And we'll end with the shoulders in the down and back position. Reach the head up nice and tall again, and bring the hands to the lap, palms down or up or nestled together into the lap. And we're just gonna begin to focus on our breath. Moving the breath in and out of the nose, nice and slow. Begin to expand the breath, wider, deeper. Waking up new parts of the lungs today. When you reach the bottom of your exhale, imagine that you're getting a little hang time, that you're not rushing into the next inhale. You get a little bit of a break between the inhale and the exhale. So you're pausing at the empty area. And then as you inhale, at the top of the inhale, you're also hovering in that space as well before moving straight into the exhale. So half a second or less in either the top or the bottom, or play with both. Those moments between breath allow us a bit of maybe clarity. I've heard it described as kind of the absence of breath isn't, so yes, it's a nice opportunity to be not rooted in the physical presence. You're not grounded in the breath, that you're, just a part of other. So continue to take these nice, full, deep breaths, pausing at the top and the bottom, just to experience that breathlessness. Feeling the expansion of the belly on the inhale, the broadening of the lungs, the lifting of the chest. And then the exhale, you'll feel the chest release and the belly draw in. Just taking a few more rounds like this. Noticing the sensations that are coming up. The feelings in your body, as well as the thoughts that pass through your head. And we can make note of these thoughts and we can thank them for gracing us with their presence, but then we'll just put them off on a back shelf for later. After your next exhale, find a rate of breath that is more sustainable than that hang time breath, but deeper and more fulfilling than your going about business breath. So maybe each full breath would take 3-4 seconds. The inhale, 4 seconds, the exhale, 4 seconds. Or less or more. Finding something that works for you today. Making note of that breath, feeling it in through the body, helping it imprint in us. And from this state of calm, clarity, I invite you, if you feel so called, to dedicate today's class to someone or something or an intention that you have. And on your next exhale, releasing that intention, that dedication as well. If your eyes are closed, gently blink them back open. If your legs are crossed, let's take the opposite cross in the legs, or just give yourself whatever sitting position you're in to shake out the legs a little bit. And we'll begin to draw small, fast circles with the top of our head, beginning to get some movement in the upper spine. And then we'll take these circles slower and larger. A nice opportunity here to feel into the different areas of the neck and the shoulders. If there's any area in the neck and the shoulders that just would like a little extra time, feel free to pause your neck roll and sit in that spot. So you got a kink on your left side, you can just hang out there, stretching out that kink. Great work. Let's reverse the direction of our neck rolls, moving nice and slow. Nice work. All right, coming back to center. Lift the head up, lengthen the spine, roll the shoulder blades back and down, and find that 10% engagement through the abdominal muscles. Slowly lower the right ear down towards the right shoulder. Feeling a nice stretch through the left side. I'm going to reach over with the right hand towards the left ear. Just allowing that hand to act as a little bit of extra weight on the head. Not pushing down, not pulling. Just providing a little bit more gravity. And then we'll move our chin towards the chest so that we find that kink or that tight spot that's been maybe troubling us on that side. And we'll pause there. Using that nice, slow breath. We'll slowly extend the left arm out, hovering the fingers above the floor. Beginning to wiggle the left fingers. And then we'll draw some figure eights with the left hand. All right, pausing the figure eight, slowly lower the left hand down towards the side, remove the right hand from the head, lift the head up nice and tall. We'll take another roll in the shoulders, forward, up, back, and down, lifting and lengthening through the spine. Really drop the shoulders down, accentuate that pulling down sensation. And slowly bring the left ear over to the left shoulder. Reaching over with the right hand towards the, left hand towards the right ear. And then gently moving the chin so you can find that spot in the neck that's just asking for the extra time. Extending the right arm out towards the right, keeping the fingers hovering up off the floor. And begin to wiggle those fingers. Nice. We'll draw some figure eights now. All right, fabulous. Pause those figure eights, lower the hand down towards the floor, release the left hand from the head, lifting the head up nice and slow. We'll roll the shoulder blades forward, up, back, and down. Oh, feeling that nice expansion through the collarbones. Place the hands on the knees. And let's take some big barrel rolls, swinging the torso forward, allowing the belly to drop. And then we'll scoop the back towards the rear wall, drawing the belly button in. Swinging the torso around again, allowing the belly to be nice and soft as you swing forward, and then drawing it in as you scoop back. Taking these as fast or as slow as you like. Slowness will allow you to feel more into the side, the back body. Now let's reverse the direction of our barrel rolls, swinging them in the opposite direction. You can let the head get involved here. And we'll finish up our last one and meet up in a nice, tall, seated position. So lift the arms up overhead, lifting the gaze up towards the fingertips. Slowly lower the left hand down towards the left side of the body. We're going to reach up with those right fingertips, and leaning over to the left side of the mat, creating a nice kind of rainbow shape with the arm. Feel that right sitting bone really plant down into the ground, and you're reaching up. This space between the hip bone and the lower ribs is expanding, lifting, reaching. Feel nice and tall, and then reach over. So we want to lift and then fold. Keeping the collarbones pointed towards the wall. Now draw the belly in using this left arm strength, your core strength. Exhale, rise back up, lifting up both arms. Lengthen. Lower the right hand down towards the right hips. Push down through the left or right hand, reach up through the left. Keep the left sitting bone grounded down as you reach over to the right side of the mat. Feeling that space between the rib bone and the hip just spread a little more. Keeping the breath long and smooth. Feeling this expansion through the left side body. Nice work. Let's press down again into the right hand. Use the core strength, lift up. Now we're going to take that into a little bit of ecstatic movement. So instead of those kind of sitting still poses, we'll get a little bit of movement and breath into them. Slowly lower the left arm down. Bring the right arm up and over again, that first position, rooting down through the hip bones. And now we're going to roll the chest down so that the collarbones point towards the floor, and we're going to sweep our arm forward. Imagining maybe that we're stirring a big pot or something. We're coming all the way over, going to plant the right hands at the right side and lift the left arm up. So we're back into that kind of rainbow shape with the collarbones pointing towards the wall. Now, as you exhale, lower the collarbones back down towards the floor, extend the left arm towards the right wall, and then we're going to swing the torso forward. Again, imagining that maybe we're stirring a big pot or something with that left hand. I'm going to plant the left hand back down at the ground, lift the right arm up, coming back into that nice rainbow shape. One more time like that. As you exhale, roll down, stir the pot. Plant the right hand, extend the left arm up. Then exhale, roll the collarbones down. Extend the left arm, stir the pot. Plant the left hand, extend the right arm up. And we'll just come back into the center here. Place the hands in front of the legs. Push through the hands, lift the chest, the torso. Get a little mini back bend here as you lift the gaze up, arching the back. Then we'll exhale, just take a real gentle forward fold. We'll ragdoll ourselves back up to seated. Now let's uncross the legs. Plant the soles of the feet down onto the mat. The nice bend in the knees. We're going to continue to build warmth and strength through the core. So roll the shoulder blades back and down the body. Lean the torso back, creating a nice angle with the back, nice straightness through the back, broadness through the collarbones. Engage the lower abdominal muscles. So we're setting up here for our boat pose. Our knees are hips distance apart. Our feet are hips distance apart. Go ahead and check in with all those things. You're going to start to feel that abdominal muscles start to, turn on here. I'll walk the hands back behind the hips. Fingers point towards the sitting bones. And I'll just lean the chest back a little bit. Drawing the belly button in just a little bit more. So we're going to take a variation on boat pose today. We're going to keep the hands planted. So with the torso leans nice and back, extend the left leg out nice and long, and then slowly kick the left leg up. Nice work. There's more weight in this pose. You can take a little, just check it out, the bent knee versus the straight knee. We're building more hip flexor strength here. And then slowly lower the left knee back down, bending that left knee. Now it's the right leg's turn. Kick the right leg out nice and long, and then kick the leg up. And if at any time you need to, bend the knee, take some of the strengthening work out of the hip flexor, feel free to do so. Just taking another breath here. And slowly lower the foot back down, keeping that knee nice and bent. With the torso nice and lowered, that nice little angle here, bend in the knees. Still going to keep the hands planted. Slowly kick the left leg up. Nice straight leg. And then you can either lower it or meet the right leg up with the left. So now we've got our double straight legs, half boats because our arms are planted. Lifting and lengthening the torso. Exhale, slowly lower the feet back down. Rock back up, grab on behind the backs of the thighs. We're going to take a seated cat-cow. Inhale, lift the gaze up, looking up. Exhale, rolling down, gazing at the belly button. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, round down, gazing down. One more. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale. Rise back up to a neutral spine. Place the hands back behind the hips. We'll take a boat like we've been taking our boats in the past. The straight leg is just a nice stepping stone to a just a different style boat. So we'll take a nice big deep breath here. And as you exhale, lifting one shin and then the other up towards the sky, keeping the belly drawing in, find the balance on your sitting bones. And then as you feel ready, slowly extending your hands out towards the toes. Keep the belly drawing in, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Feel this nice expansion through the shoulders, the chest, the neck. Feeling stronger and stronger every time we do this pose. And then exhale, lower the feet down, grab behind the thighs. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, round down, roll down. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, round down, roll down. Coming back up to a nice neutral spine. We're going to walk the soles of the feet together. Pulling the heels in towards the sitting bones, setting up for our bound angle pose. You might move the booty a little closer to the heels or the heels a little closer to the booty. And when we get here, let's just again open the feet out like we're opening up a book. And we'll begin to just massage the soles of our feet. Massaging the toes, massaging the heels. This is softening the myofascial line that runs along the feet and the back of the legs. It also allows our hips a little opportunity to get used to this very open pose here. My toes get so cold. I don't know about you guys. So this is kind of a nice opportunity too to warm up my feet. All right, so let's close the foot book here. Grab onto the toes and we'll lift and lengthen the spine. Really lift up, draw the shoulder bones down the back, draw nice stretch along the tops of your shoulders, this trapezius area. Now that we've sat in that bit of traction, begin to find a little bit of movement through the head and the neck. And drawing the chin towards the chest. And then slowly, gently moving ear to shoulder, ear to shoulder. Taking these nice, gentle half circles. Great. Feeling that nice stretch through the neck, through the shoulders. Our hips are feeling a little more used to this open position. Let's come back to center. Slowly lifting the head up. And as you exhale, keep the belly drawing in. Bend the elbows, lean the chest forward, keeping the spine nice and straight here. Got a nice flat back. Maybe get a little bit of that energetic back bend by lifting up, gazing up, just really lengthening out the spine. And then exhale, slowly rolling down over the legs, coming into our bound angle pose. More of a stretch through the upper back is gained by stretching the arms out forward, and you can allow the body to soften over the legs naturally. Or you can keep hold of the toes and use the elbows to push the knees open. Depends on what area of the body you want to work more. And draw the belly in. Slowly walk your hands back towards your feet. Drawing the belly. Slowly ragdoll ourselves back up. All the way. Nice, tall, straight spine. Take any movement in the shoulders, the head, the neck to kind of reset. Help your knees come back together. Planting the feet down into the ground. Walk the torso back just a little bit and take a gentle windshield wiper with the knees left and right. Being nice and gentle, slow at the hips. Nice work. Pausing the windshield wiper. Extend the left leg out nice and long. Pull the right foot in towards the booty. We're going to open the right knee out towards the right. Again, that open hip position. Coming into our head to knee pose, Janu Shirshasana. Place the hands down at the hips. Lift and lengthen the torso, and then pivot the collarbones over the left leg. So just an adjustment there. Walk the hands to the inside and outside of the left leg. Push through the hands, get that little energetic back bend, and tippy to the fingers forward, keeping the spine nice and long here. And then when you can lean forward no more, slowly start to roll the head down over the leg. Feel a nice deep stretch through the back of the left leg, through the lower right back. Gentle movement in the head and the neck might feel really nice for stretching out the shoulders and the neck. And if you'd like a little bit more stretch into the lower right back, you can walk both hands over to the left side of the left leg. And walk the hands back over the leg, push through the hands. We're going to slowly ragdoll ourselves back up. Help the right knee up, extend the right leg out. Give your legs a little shake, hips a little bit of movement. And then pause. Lift the spine up nice and tall, bend the left knee. Change my angle here. Slowly lower the left knee down out to the left side. Plug the sole of the left foot into the right thigh. Plant the hands down by the hips. Lift and lengthen the spine up nice and tall. Drawing the belly in. Angle the collarbones over that extended right foot. That energetic back bend. Begin to slowly lean the torso forward, that nice long straight spine. And then we'll begin to slowly soften down over the leg, allowing the head to come down last, feeling this nice softness through the body, through the back. For a little extra stretch in the lower left back, you can walk the hands over to the right side of the right leg. We'll draw our belly in, walk the hands back over the right leg, slowly coming all the way back up. Extending the left leg out nice and long. Give the legs a little extra shake. And then we'll move into our Paschimottanasana, our Western side stretch. So both legs are extended out in front of you. Toes point up towards the sky. Maybe a gentle bend in the knees here. So your legs may not be completely flat. You might feel that a bend in the knees is going to be really nice in the lower back. You might also take the feet slightly wider than each other. If still with the bent knee, that's not really feeling amazing. So options. We'll roll the shoulder blades back and down. Keep the spine nice and long. Draw the belly in, collarbones nice and broad. Lift the arms up overhead. Pull the shoulders away from the ears just a little bit. Energetically lifting through the upper body. You're going to exhale, lean the torso forward. Keep the spine nice and straight here as you lean forward. And then slowly lower the hands to the outsides of the legs. And then push again through the hands. Get that little mini back bend here as you look up, reach up. And then we'll exhale, slowly start to roll down over our legs. This is a very intense forward fold, so take it nice and easy on yourselves. Gentle movement in the head and the neck might feel really nice. If so, feel free to take it. Pause any movement in the head and the neck. Draw the belly in. Slowly roll yourselves back up using the strength of your arms and your core. We'll lift our head up last, rolling the shoulder blades back and down. Feel that nice length through the neck and the spine. All right. Great. Let's roll over, meet up in our hands and knees position, our tabletop. With the shoulders over the wrists and the knees underneath the hips, draw the belly in nice and strong here. Feel the back of your back. Feel your back. Nice and flat here. Extend the head out nice and long, and tailbone points in the opposite direction. Now on our inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze, point the tailbone towards the sky. Oh, feel that nice stretch through the front of the body. As you exhale, lower the gaze, draw the back up towards the sky, point the tailbone towards the floor. Nice stretch to the back body. We've got our cat-cow. Moving with your breath, we'll inhale, rise up, look up. Exhale, lower and stretch the back. Inhale, lift up, look up. Exhale, round. Now find that nice neutral spine. We're going to continue to develop our core balancing muscles, as well as strengthening through our legs and glutes. So we're going to root down through the hands. I'm just making some adjustments so I'm not smacking into the wall. Slowly kick the left leg back behind you. Keep the leg nice and long. Swivel those pinky toes down towards the floor. So there'll be a couple parts to this movement. We've got our first setup pose here. And then point the toes. Oh, gotta watch the door. Yeah, there you go. Tiny room. Just gonna put that door closed. There we go. All right. Point the toes back behind you. We're going to drop the toes down towards the floor. Kick the toes back up. And then we're going to bend the left knee into the chest, rounding the back, coming back into that kind of cat pose, bringing the forehead towards the knee, drawing the belly in, feeling this nice crunch. Now kick the leg back out, nice and long. Lower the toes, tap the toes. Kick the toes back up nice and energetically. And then draw the knee in under the chest, forehead towards the knee. Now kick the leg back out, nice and strong. Lower the toes. Kick the leg up nice and energetically. And now draw the knee in towards the forehead. Last time. Kick the leg out nice and long. Tap the toes down towards the floor. Kick the toes back up. Draw the knee back into the chest. Extend the leg out nice and long. Keep that activeness in the leg. We're going to come up into our 50-50 plank now. So get light in those right fingertips. Draw the belly in. Slowly extend the right arm out nice and long. So you might notice that the balance is a little bit easier now that we've been on, just one leg. That lifting that one arm is a little easier, or maybe not. We'll slowly lower the hand down towards the floor, lower the knee down towards the floor, and then rock back into child's pose. Bringing the hips over the heels, extending the arms out nice and long. Go ahead and give your wrists a little bit of movement. Rolling out the wrists. Great. Now pause. Lift the gaze back up towards the fingertips. Rocking back into our tabletop. Keep the back nice and flat. Drawing the belly in. Moving into the other side. Slowly kick the right leg back behind you. Keeping that leg nice and strong. Hips are square here. Keep the belly drawn in. Press with your arms so that your shoulder blades pull to the outer edges of your back. And now slowly lower the right toes down towards the floor. Kick the heel back up, kick the leg back up, and then draw the knee in under the chest, forehead reaches towards the knee. Kick the leg back out. Straighten the leg, lower the toes down to the floor. Lift the heel back up. Draw the knee back underneath the chest towards the forehead. Extend the leg out nice and long. Lower the foot down to the floor. Kick it back up energetically. Draw the knee underneath the chest, forehead to knee. Got our last one. Extend the leg out nice and long. Lower the foot down. Kick the heel back up. And now draw the knee back into the chest, forehead to knee. Extend the leg out nice and long. Now coming into our 50-50 plank, feel that left hand get nice and light and slowly extend the arm out nice and long. All those core stabilizing muscles are active and engaged. Slowly lower the hand down, lower the knee down, rock back again into our child's pose. Taking this into a side body stretch, walk the hands over to the left side of the mat. Feeling that nice stretch through the right side body. Bring the hands back to center. And then over to the right. Great. Bring the arms back to center. Bring the gaze up to the fingertips. Rock forward into your tabletop. We'll tuck the toes back behind us. As you exhale, slowly lift the hips up towards the sky, coming into our three-legged dog. Pedaling the feet out. Walking the dog. So we'll take our three-legged dog, which we haven't done so far in this class. We'll find our nice stationary dog. Gentle bend in the knees, heels lift up, tailbone points towards the sky. Now, slowly begin to kick the left heel up towards the sky. Nice work. We're going to begin to bend the left knee. And we're going to open the knee up towards the sky and the heel towards the right hip. So we're getting a nice stretch. You can gaze down at the hands or somewhere on the floor. Just keep breathing, feeling a nice stretch through that left hip flexor. And we'll slowly, with engagement and balance, lower the left foot back down into our starting position of downward facing dog. Take a moment here, pedal the feet out. We'll do that on the other side now. Slowly still your dog. Gentle bend in the knees. Begin to lift the right heel up towards the sky, keeping the hips square at first. Feeling that balance. Then bend the right knee. Lift the knee up as you lower the heel towards the left hip. Getting a nice stretch through the hip flexor. Building strength in our arms. Slowly, with control, lower the right leg back down towards the floor. Begin to walk the feet up towards the hands, taking the weights, the pressure out of the hands, coming into our forward fold, our Uttanasana. You can grab opposite elbows here if that feels nice, or you can roll out the wrists again, finding that little bit of movement. You might enjoy a gentle sway from side to side. Now slowly pause the rock, pause the sway, release the elbows. Take a nice, generous bend in the knees as we slowly ragdoll ourselves up to standing. Stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Lifting the head up last. Rolling the shoulder blades back and down. Take another roll of those shoulders, just releasing out that downward facing dog. And then find your standing Tadasana pose. Feet are hips distance apart, gentle bend in the knees, tailbone tucks down towards the floor, belly draws in, collarbones nice and broad, fingers reach down towards the floor, top of the head shines towards the sky. Well, inhale, lift the arms up overhead, lift the gaze up. Exhale, open up the arms, we're gonna swan dive forward, hinge from the hips. Coming all the way back down. Place the hands on the shins, inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly rising back up, lifting the arms up, lifting the gaze up. Inhaling, exhale, hands come to heart center. Now release the hands from the heart center, bring the hands to interlace behind the body. So you can interlace, so you can place the hands on the hips. I like to interlace because then I can pull down on my knuckles, broaden the collarbones. That gentle bend in the knees still. Inhale, lift up, look up, get a little mini back bend as we gaze up. And then as you exhale, we're going to forward fold, bringing the arms still in that bind. And moving gently, slowly with the shoulders and the arms, being gentle and thoughtful, cautious, but curious. Finding a nice stretch and engagement through the shoulders here in this bound forward fold. If you're finding this too intense, you can release the arms. Now draw the belly in. We'll exhale, slowly rise back up, keeping that nice gentle bend in the knees. Lifting up. Bringing the gaze back up towards the sky. Exhale, bring the head to neutral, release the hands. Roll the shoulder blades forward, up, back, and down. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Inhale, lift the arms up, look up. Exhale, open up the arms, swan dive forward. Hinge from the hips, coming all the way back down. Place the hands on the shins. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Deeply bend the knees, sitting back down into a chair. Squeeze the glutes. Inhale, lift the arms, the chest, the torso up towards the sky. Exhale, rise to stand, hands at heart center. Inhale, lift the arms, lift the gaze. Exhale, open up the arms, swan dive forward, hinge from the hips. Forward fold. A little flow here. Place the hands on the shins. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Deeply bend those knees again, sitting back down into our chair. Inhale, lifts the arms, the chest, the gaze. Exhale, rise, stand, hands at heart center. Now moving into our balance poses with our feet still nice and square to each other, hips distance apart, knees softly bent maybe. Tuck the tailbone down. Can bring the hands to heart center or hands can come down to the hips. We'll feel the right leg grow firm and solid. We're going to root down through that right leg, squeeze the right glute just a little bit more. Slowly get light in the left leg. Draw the belly in, find a nice non-moving spot to stare at. As you exhale, swivel the left leg out towards the left. And we'll begin to plug the heel in towards the right leg. Our standing foundation pose for tree. If you've been progressing beyond this, slowly move the foot up the right leg. And knowing that every day our body is different, that, you know, we might feel more or less strong on a day-to-day basis. So being thoughtful of yourself, being aware of how you're feeling. I can't seem to get the balance in my right ankle today, so I might just play with hovering the foot, dropping the foot back down. Or you might want to, you know, reach the leg all the way up and do your full tree with the arm variations and everything. So find your tree. Hands can stay at the hips or come to heart center. They can reach up overhead. Just continuing to breathe, steady and slow. Nice. Great. Now we'll move to the opposite foot. Plant the feet back down into that hips distance apart. A gentle tuck in the tailbone, bend in the knees, belly draws in, shoulder blades back and down, hands at hips or heart center. Feel that left leg now firmly root. Make sure that you're not hyperextending and pushing your knee all the way back, but you've got a gentle bend in that knee. Left leg firm and strong. Right foot gets a little light. Begin to swivel the knee out towards the right, plugging the foot in towards the floor. Find that nice non-moving spot to stare at. Keep breathing. Steady and slow. Then if you feel like you would like to move your foot up the other leg, I invite you to do so. My balance on this side isn't, again, feeling super stable. I guess better than the other side. Lift the leg up. Just continuing to breathe. Finding an arm variation also that feels good for you today. Taking another breath here. Exhale. Slowly release the hands, release the foot, planting back down and shaking it out. Any of that movement that you need. I find that just getting the wiggles out is really nice energetically if I've been in a frustrating situation. Just shaking it out. Okay, we'll come back to the top of the mat. Feet hips distance apart, taking another little flow here. Continue moving it around. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the gaze up. Exhale, open up the arms, swan dive forward. Hinge from the hips, coming all the way down. Place the hands on the shins. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Sit the hips back super deep, sitting back into that chair. I'll inhale, lift the arms, the chest, the torso up, chair pose. Exhale, rise to stand. Hands come to heart center. Now let's look around for that tennis ball. We'll move the tennis ball to our right foot. We're going to use those same balancing muscles that we use through the standing poses. So with that same kind of softness and strength through the legs, through the torso, through the shoulders, we're going to move the tennis ball under our right foot. So our left foot is still actively planted down into the ground. We'll begin to massage out the right big toe, the area underneath our right toes. The outer edge of the right foot. Into the right heel. To the arch of the right foot. And when you've explored your whole foot, feel free to take some time to revisit any spot that just felt extra nice. And you'll feel that left leg grow warm and maybe a little muscle fatigued from balancing for so long. So we're continuing to build these muscles while we're massaging out the other side. Winding down our foot massage. Slowly remove the ball from the right foot. Plant both feet down, maybe sway gently from side to side. And then coming back to stand, we'll place the ball underneath the left foot now. Feeling into that left big toe, all along the other toes. Along the outer edge of the left foot. Into the heel. And arch of the left foot. Feel free to revisit any spot that felt extra nice. You might notice a difference between the right and the left side. That's normal. Working to reduce some of the differences between the right and the left sides, but just knowing that, they exist. Nice. And we'll slowly, gently kick the ball off to the side. I'm gonna, I think, remove my mat today. Go freestyle. Let's come back up to the top of the mat. Finding that nice hips distance stance. Gentle bend in the knees. Inhale, lift the arms up, lift the gaze up. Exhale, open up the arms, swan dive forward, hinge from the hips, all the way back down. Place the hands on the shins. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Sun, plant the hands down onto the floor. Extend the left leg to the back of the mat, right leg to the back of the mat, hovering momentarily here in plank pose. And then exhale, lift the hips up into downward facing dog. Pedaling the feet out. And pause that dog walk. Finding our downward facing dog, we're going to take this into a high lunge. So keep your left toes planted down into the ground. Left heel is lifted. Lift the right leg back behind you, that three-legged dog, and then bend the right knee into the chest, kind of that 50-50 plank exercise that we did, rocking forward into kind of the one-legged plank. I want to plant the right foot up at the top of the mat. Rooting down through the right foot, getting ourselves set up for our high lunge. Slowly begin to walk yourselves up using that right leg to help with the balance. So from here, begin to tuck the tailbone back behind you. You might get a little more bend in that left leg. Feel that nice stretch along the left hip flexor. Extend the arms up overhead. Oh, nice broadness through the arms and the shoulders. And then we're going to exhale, open up the arms into cactus arms. Lowering the elbows down, keeping the palms shining forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Now bring the arms back down behind you. Interlace the fingers by the hips. Pull the hands down, broaden through the collarbones. Lifting the chest up, getting that little mini back bend. And then we'll exhale, hinge forward from the hips, taking our torso down, lifting the arms up. Feeling that nice stretch to the chest. We'll draw the belly in. Exhale, slowly rising ourselves back up. Release the hands. We'll bring the hands back down to the floor. Release the right leg. Draw the right leg to the back of the mat. Hovering again momentarily in that plank pose. And then we'll exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Nice. Taking that on the other side. Keep the right toes planted. Keep the right heel lifted. And then kick the left leg back behind you. Drawing the left knee into the chest. We're going to rock forward on the wrists. Bringing that left hand up to the top of the mat. Slowly using that left hand or left leg, lifting the chest, the torso up. Dropping the tailbone down. Extending the arms back up overhead. Lifting and lengthening through the chest, the torso. And then exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, lift the arms up, gaze up. Exhale, cactus arms. One more time, inhale, lift up. Exhale, cactus arms. Release the hands, interlace them back behind you. Extend the hands down towards the floor, lift the chest up, gazing up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging from the hips. Nice work. Draw the belly button in. Exhale, slowly rising back up. We'll release the hands. Bring the hands down towards the floor. Release the left leg back into plank pose. And then lower the knees down towards the floor. Rock back into child's pose. Bringing the gaze up towards the fingertips. We're going to rock forward and then slowly roll over onto our back. Bringing your strap with you. And you get down onto your back, pull your knees into your chest, giving yourselves a nice big hug here. Gently taking a rock from side to side. And we'll take the strap into our hands, place the strap at the bottom of the right leg, kick the right leg up towards the sky, and extend the left leg out towards the floor. Toes stay up towards the ceiling. With the strap in the right hand, place the left hand on the left hip. As you exhale, slowly open the right leg out towards the right. Keep the shoulders grounded, the hips grounded into the floor. Feel this nice deep stretch here. We're only gonna we're gonna move pretty quickly through here. So find your edge and breathe through it. And draw the belly in. Exhale, lift the right heel up towards the sky. Take the strap into both hands. We'll exhale, lift the head and chest towards the right knee. And then slowly lower the head and chest back down towards the floor. Take the strap into the left hand. Extend the right arm out towards the right. Lower the right leg across the body to the left side, taking this into a twist. Keep the shoulders grounded, but allow the left leg to be nice and soft here. Nice work. Draw the belly in. On your exhale, slowly lift the right leg back up towards the sky. Reflex the left toes. Grab the strap with both hands. Exhale, lift the head and chest towards the right knee. And then exhale, slowly lower the head and chest back down towards the floor. Draw the right knee into the chest as you release the strap. And then draw the left knee in with the right, giving yourselves another little hug of the knees into the chest. Gentle rock from side to side. We'll pause that. Place the strap around the left foot. Extend the left heel up towards the sky. Kick the right leg out. Nice and slow, lowering the heel down towards the floor. Taking the strap into the left hand, place the right hand on the right hip. As you exhale, slowly open the left leg out towards the left side of the room. Breathing nice and slow. And draw the belly in. Exhale, lift the left heel back up towards the sky. Grab the strap with both hands. Exhale, lift the head and chest up towards the knee. And then slowly lower the head and chest back down towards the floor. Take the strap into the right hand. Extend the left arm out towards the left. Moving slowly with your breath, lower the left leg across the body to the right side of the mat. Keep the shoulders grounded down into the floor. Nice work. On your exhale, slowly lift the left heel back up towards the sky. Reflex the right toes. Take the straps into both hands. Exhale, lift the head and chest up towards the knee. And we'll exhale, slowly release the head and the chest back down towards the floor. Release the left foot from the strap. Lower the left leg all the way down to the floor. We're coming to rest in our final resting pose, Shavasana. So take any movement in the hips that might feel good, allowing a little bit of wiggle in the hips and the legs, and letting the toes fall out towards the outer edges of the mat. Bringing the hands down by the hips, palms face the sky. Close the eyes. Release the breath. Soften the muscles between your eyebrows. Release your jaw. Begin to bring a little bit of movement back into your fingers and your toes. Take a nice deep breath. Slowly, gently waking up the body. Without any urgency, begin to make your way onto your side. Now, as you feel ready, gently pushing yourself up into a comfortable seated position. Lifting the head up nice and tall, keeping the gaze soft. Take a nice deep inhale and sigh it out. I thank you all so much for being here today. I look forward to practicing with you again. Namaste.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Thank you.